Hello Internet, welcome to another episode of Bazzle Stadium Live. Just in case you didn't see my announcements on Monday, basically, I've been uploading pretty much constantly since the beginning of April, daily, and it's a little bit too much, so I am going down to three or four episodes per week, essentially. And because I've had so much going on the last week, and this coming week really, I've not really had much time to build a new team, find anything else that I'm comfortable with, etc. Prepare anything. So I hope you don't mind that I'm just going to be doing three more videos this week with this team. Although I've changed a few things, as you saw on Monday's episode. If you didn't see Tyrantile lash out into Rillaboom there, that was pretty cool. But we're just going to do a couple more. So today and on Friday with this team, and then hopefully by the time next week comes around, I'll have had something prepared, something different. Maybe someone else to record with, something else that I can bring you. But in the meantime, I hope you don't mind this. It's still interesting to see how this team operates and see what I'm weak to and how I can maybe improve it if I really did want to try and improve this team, work with it. The team is very weak to Rillaboom, obviously, but he's got the Indeedee on there as well. So I'm quite intrigued as to what he's actually going to do here, actually. But I think in this game I'm going to go with Azumarill and Talonflame, with Amoonguss in the back and Tyranitar, I guess. We'll go with these. I don't really seem to take Raichu very often, thinking about it, but it's always insurance there for electric Pokemon. On Monday's video, 2 days ago, I did. It did come just because the guy did have 2 electric Pokemon as security there, but yeah, maybe Raichu is one thing that I could change now. I never really find myself switching in on. This is awkward. Switching in on. On electric moves now. Yeah, so this is a pain actually. Rillaboom is a real pain. Maybe a bank on it not Dynamaxing here, and I can one-shot it if I Dynamax my Talonflame. But then I need to worry about this Cinderace, which can do lots of things to to me. I think I'm actually I'm not going to Belly Drum here, and I'm going to swap out either. I was tempted to swap Azumarill to Tyranitar, but I'm just going to Aqua Jet here, and I'm going to Dynamax and Max Airstream into the Rillaboom, hoping that the Rillaboom doesn't Dynamax. If it doesn't Dynamax, then I should be one-shotting it, I do believe. If he Dynamaxes the Cinderace, then again I should be knocking out the Rillaboom. But if he doesn't Dynamax the Cinderace, then I should be getting over half to it with this Aqua Jet as well too. So we'll see. I think he has to Dynamax one of his Pokemon this turn, since I'm putting on a bit of pressure here. But we'll see if he does or doesn't. Yeah, he does. And it's in the Pokeball. We'll see which one it is. It's the giant Cinderace. Wow, okay. I'm not sure I've seen this in game yet. Yeah, that's a giant ball there. But yeah, Fake Out into Talonflame. So now Talonflame hasn't got priority on its Brave Bird, but I am still faster than Cinderace. That did a decent amount of damage to Cinderace as well, actually. But if this one-shots the Rillaboom, yeah, nice. Then Tyranitar at least is a little bit less threatened. Azumarill is a little bit less threatened by these Grassy Glides, which does seem to be a very, very powerful move. And I'm hoping that either of these Pokemon can take an attack from the Cinderace here, which is going to be Steel type now, which means it's going to be weaker to my Fire attack the next turn, clearly. But yeah, he does target into the Azumarill there. Good job I didn't go for the Belly Drum, because that would have been a wasted turn. And and now I've definitely put the Cinderace in range of the Fire attack. Okay, so not a bad turn 1. In fact, a pretty decent turn 1, since I'm threatening the Cinderace now. But what did he have in the back that threatens my Talonflame? we'll soon see here, won't we? It's something, a rank master. Oh, it's a Dracovish. Okay, well, I am at +1 speed with Talonflame, so okay. This is curious. I do have the Amoonguss in the back, so we've got some play here. I think I'm just going to play rough the Dracozolt, Dracovish rather, sorry, and Max Flare into the Cinderace. We have got +1 speed on Talonflame, so even if the Dracovish is scarfed, Talonflame will be faster. If he doesn't max guard, he'll be losing the Cinderace. And Dracovish, if it targets my Talonflame, will go down to a play rough. So worst case scenario here is the Cinderace max guards, and he... Okay, no max guard. He's a steel type now, so... Oh, it survives. That's bad. That is bad. He'll probably take himself out to Life Orb Recoil here, but that's bad. The Fishious Rend, at least, is going to be reduced since I went first, and the sun is up now, so we've still got Talonflame, but I'm expecting this is going to be into the Azumarill to knock it out. Yeah, it is. Okay. Wow, okay. I'm very surprised at that. Given the damage that Aquajet did turn 1. It was a steel type. Okay. And his Life Orb does take himself out. Okay. Okay. So now the question is this Dracovish scarfed? And I should have been paying attention there, shouldn't I? I do believe we saw the Fishious Rend and then the Max Airstream, but he did get the Max Airstream off, so he is double scarfed now. So I think I'm going to put a Amoonguss in here. I do think it's locked into Fishious Rend though. And we'll see if he's got something to threaten the Amoonguss, which he hasn't really, but I've only got Pollen Puff on Amoonguss now instead of Sludge Bomb or Energy Ball, so this Sylveon is going to be a problem. Yeah, this Dracovish is at +1 speed now, isn't it? Scarfed at +1 speed. My Talonflame is also at +1 speed. Ooh. Is this Dracovish going to be faster here? I'm not entirely sure. So I'm actually going to max guard here, which might seem a little bit silly, but we're both at +1 speed, but he's scarfed. So he could be faster than my Talonflame here. If the Sylveon's got Mystical Fire, yeah, that's the... Oh, wow, that did a lot of damage. Well, that's the worst thing that it could do to my Amoonguss. That might be Specs. If it is Specs, it means it can't really touch my Tyranitar, at least. Oh, that was scary. Amoonguss, well trained. Okay. Even if I excuse me, even if I Tailwinded here, that will not put Tyranitar faster than a +1 Scarf Dracovish. So Tailwinding is out of the question here. I think I'm just going to Brave Bird. And if the Sylveon is Specs, oh, this isn't good actually. If the Sylveon is Specs, then in theory it can't touch Tyranitar. Okay, Talonflame is faster, we see at least. We'll see if it goes through another Mystical Fire. Yeah, I think that might be Specs. I mean, we are in the sun, but at the same time, it's only a base, what, 70 move? Okay, so the sun isn't up anymore, but we need the Tyranitar to get an attack off here. If this Dracovish gets a first turn wake, it can just one-shot Tyranitar. And I don't think there's much use in protecting Tyranitar here and trying to Brave Bird and then Brave Bird again next turn, because even if the Sylveon is Specs, with the Brave Bird recoil and Mystical Fire specs damage, that will take Talonflame out. So I'm going to Rock Slide here, or maybe I should just Lash Out, since I'm expecting the Sylveon, just for the accuracy, I'm expecting the Sylveon is specs. And Tailwind doesn't do anything for me, because that won't put Tyranitar faster than the Dracovish, so I need to hope the Dracovish stays asleep here. It couldn't wake up last turn, because that was its guaranteed sleep turn, and Moongus put it to sleep after it moved. So there's a 1 in 3 chance the Dracovish wakes up here. 1 in 3 chance he wins the game. Ooh, and he doesn't, assuming that the Sylveon is specs. So here's Lash Out, pretty cool animation still. Assuming the Sylveon is specs, that is my assumption. Yeah, it must be, surely. Assuming it is specs, that's why I went for Lash Out, because if I went for a Rock Slide there and missed the Dracovish, then there was a 50-50 chance if I won the game or not, really. So that was just the safest move, going for Lash Out there. Even though I didn't get any damage on Sylveon that turn, it doesn't really matter, because I'm assuming it is locked into Mystical Fire. It would have gone for Hyper Voice there if it wasn't specs, and just look at the damage it did to Moongus as well too. I think we saw the Sylveon was faster than Tyranitar, didn't we? Or did we? I don't think we did actually. If the Sylveon was faster, then I could actually Lash Out for the boost, since it's lowering my special attack. But it is resisted, so go back to 75. Rock Slide is obviously more powerful, but is less accurate. But at this point, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. Yeah, I'll just attack. We'll Flare Blitz, since there's a burn chance there as well, instead of Brave Birding. But yeah, it's choice specs. There's choice specs there, so nice. Okay, another successful battle and a competitive battle as well too. Since we're not a Master Ball yet. This is literally the 3rd battle I have done in ranked double battles, so still in rank 9. But yeah, good battle. So let's jump in. Let's do one more battle. Ooh, one more battle is going to take us up to rank 10. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, and that guy let us. A big turning point in that game was the guy letting us one-shot his Rillaboom turn 1, because I think even if he didn't Dynamax the Rillaboom, he should have kept it somewhat safe, because I mean, depending on its item as well too. Grassy Glide almost one-shots this Tyranitar. I'm not sure the calculation on the Azumarill, but it does a lot of damage to Azumarill as well too. And those are 2 of my main ways to get through their teams. That is the problem with Rillaboom with this team. Talonflame is really the only thing I've got to deal with it, and it does deal with it well, obviously, but Talonflame is frail. I haven't got Protect on it. And here's another Rillaboom with a Cobalion, however one you say it, with a beat-up Dragapult there. So, okay. This is interesting. I wonder if a Max Quake gets Cobalion. Okay. I'm going to go with a Moongus and Excadrill here, with Tyranitar in the back. And I think I need Talonflame in the back, don't I, since there is a Rillaboom there. Yeah, we'll go with these. Talonflame obviously can hit the Cobalion as well too, but if you saw my lists, Cobalion featured in both of them, or 2 of them at least, since it can max Airstream now. It has got Bounce. So if he leads with Dragapult and Cobalion, I can just Rage Power do the beat up away, potentially. And maybe Swords Dance with my Excadrill. Now the thing is, we don't know his items. They could have Goggles on the Dragapult, they could have Goggles on the Cobalion, and you know, that that obviously stops my Moongus from protecting the Excadrill there, doesn't it? So yeah, okay. Let's see how he goes. Okay, it's the Rillaboom and Incineroar, so double faking out, double start at lead here. I could just double protect. him intimidating me is not the greatest. Yeah, I'm worried if the Rillaboom has got superpower or something like that they can hit the Excadrill with. I think I am just going to double protect this turn just to get fake outs out of the way. Maybe scout if he is going to try and superpower, or if he's just going to try and flare blitz, or he's got taunt on the Incineroar. We'll scout a few things out this turn. I think one of them is going to fake out. I don't think they're both going to fake out, but I think one of them is going to fake out this turn. So nice and simple, double protect. Nice and simple is sometimes the way to go. You don't want to necessarily overthink things. Oh, no fake out. Okay. Okay, so the Rillaboom used knockoff first, and then parting shot. I wonder if the Rillaboom is scarfed. I think I am going to Rage Powder this turn. I mean, if he does the same moves, then this Rage Powder is a waste. But just in case he does go for a Flare Blitz this turn, I do want Excadrill to be safe, because I do think that is the way I win this game. So we'll Swords Dance here. We see a knockoff, yeah, okay. Oh, into the Amoonguss, okay, that's fine. So my Cobra Berry's gone. It does Flare Blitz this turn. Okay, so I am very glad that I did go for a Rage Powder there. It might have just been targeting the Amoonguss anyway, but just in case he was targeting the Excadrill there, I think Excadrill is important this game. So now Talonflame can come in, and I don't know. I mean, I was thinking that I'm going to be Dynamaxing the Excadrill to win this game. I still think I probably will, but I've got options here, haven't I? I mean, he has got Togekiss, which would waste my Max Quake, but I do kind of want to one-shot the Rillaboom, which Talonflame can't do without Dynamaxing. But yeah, I think Dynamaxing Excadrill is the way here. So I'm just going to go for a Flare Blitz into Rillaboom, and I will Dynamax and Max Quake, I think, into the Incineroar. But I can see the Incineroar swapping into Togekiss. Yep, there you go, just like that. So I was tempted to try and make that call, but I mean, at rank 9 or whatever, you never know what the opponent's going to do. So that's pretty frustrating, but at least he's not really threatening me the next turn either. It just means that I've wasted one of my turns to Dynamax. So, I mean, not the worst case scenario, but not ideal, obviously. And now he's going to get another Intimidate back as well, to put my Excadrill back to neutral. Yeah, that Flare Blitz doesn't really come close to one-shotting Rillaboom there. Yeah. And a knockoff into Talonflame, which knocks me out. Okay. Okay, not good. Yeah, this is not good at all. You would think if he was going to Dynamax the Rillaboom, he would have done that already. It is Incineroar in the back. So, do I Lash Out this turn? Do I predict the Togekiss to protect or swap out again into the Incineroar? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Dragon Dance the Tyranitar here, and I'm going to Max Steel Spike into the Rillaboom. This goes wrong if he just goes for a Follow Me. Okay. Okay, well, he's playing this nicely. Not the moves I was expecting, but okay. But at least doing this, my Tyranitar is safe. I've got +1 defense on both Pokemon now. if I Dragon Dance, which I am doing, I'll be at +1 speed. Back to neutral attack. If he Dazzling Gleams, he'll activate my weakness policy, which would be quite nice. Always yawning. That's not very good at all. Okay, so I suppose I should have just Steel Spiked into the Togekiss there, shouldn't I? Okay, this is the frustrating thing because like you never know how good an opponent is going to be, and I know that's such a stupid thing to say, but like the pivotal point of this game was the Max Quake into the Incineroar, which turned into the Togekiss. That was absolutely the pivotal point. If I was, if let's say I was last round of Swiss, in a regional or something, then maybe I would have made that call. But you just never know with these games, do you? I'm at neutral attack with Excadrill. I guess I will just try and Rock Slide here and Steel Spike, I guess. Well, let's just put some moves through and see what happens. The Rillaboom is weakened at least. Okay, it's my low tick. Okay. Okay, so could have Dragon Dance again there, which is what I was kind of tempted to do. We get rid of the Bavaria Berry at least, so even if we did go for the Max Steel Spike last turn, he was always going to be getting the Yawn off. We have still got our weakness policy as well at least, so there is that. But yeah, he can just Dynamax his Milotic and win the game here, can't he? I mean, it'd be nice if this did a lot of damage to the Milotic, but of course we don't. Yeah, I mean, maybe it wouldn't have made too much difference. It would have done maybe 30% to the Milotic. Excadrill is asleep now. And the sand is up. If he does activate my Tyranitar's weakness policy next turn, let's say I survive a Max Geyser. Yeah. I'm going to go for a Lash Out into Milotic just as a last-ditch attempt to do something. Since I think it's going to swap the... I mean, he could swap the Togekiss, I'm thinking, into Incineroar for an Intimidate, which looks like it is happening. So my Lash Out is going to be a base power of 150 now, which is a lot. And I've got a Sand Up if he does Dynamax. So it's not Dynamaxing. If he just Muddy Waters here, please Muddy Water. Oh, okay, so we're faster. But at least this is 150 power. And that did absolutely nothing. Okay. Alright then. So let's say even if the Milotic was faster, if he activated my weakness policy there, that still wouldn't have... That's quite disappointing. Still wouldn't have taken the Milotic out. It would have if we hit the Rock Slide last turn, but oh well. So I'll try and Dragon Dance this turn. And I will just try and high horsepower into the Incineroar. Yeah, Fake Out, quite predictable there. Excadrill stays asleep, so even though protected here, wouldn't have made any difference. Yep, Scald. Yeah, this game's pretty much over, isn't it? He hasn't used his Dynamax yet. Yeah, just because, like, if because I know he's got Togekiss in the back, and it could be, could be Dragapult in the back, you never know. If it's Cobalion in the back, then obviously we've lost. But if he had have used his Dynamax at this point, then, there could have been some way of winning the game. I am going to Dragon Dance this turn, just because if he scalds me and doesn't burn me, then he'll be activating my weakness policy. Although I'm expecting a Parting Shot, and then another Intimidate in the future, so... that will be another -2, but +1 from the Dragon Dance and +2 from the weakness policy would profit that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the game is over here. I mean, we'll play it out. I'm curious. I'm not sure we'll even survive a Max Geyser, but I mean, we can try at least, can't we? So yeah, Dragon Dance. Yeah, I mean, if we had hit the Rock Slide on the Milotic, then he would have been at about 30% now, wouldn't he? Yeah, we survive. Can't burn us with that, obviously. I'm expecting a parting shot here. But yeah, I mean, a rock slide isn't going to knock out the Milotic at this point. And if he brings in Togekiss here, like either he goes for a follow me, in which case rock slide is the better move, and just wins him the game, I'm pretty sure. Or that's Rillaboom. Okay, and you can just grassy glide and win the game here, can't you? Yeah, I forgot he had that in the back. So yeah, I forgot he had the Rillaboom there. So yeah, and we can't protect on the Max Geyser because it's just going to go through protect. He didn't use Fake Out turn 1 with his Rillaboom though, so I'm curious how this is going to go. But yeah, the game is absolutely. This is just a waste of time, isn't it? Just in case he swaps the Rillaboom into Incineroar. I just want to see what this Lash Out does. But yeah, it's Grassy Glide and the game is over there. You tried Tyranitar. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, quite a frustrating game, just because that was a very, very, very winnable game, I believe. He didn't really... Yeah, I mean, the Rillaboom is obviously a big threat to the team, but Excadrill was going to go through him. The fact he had the Babiri Berry and Yawn on his Togekiss was basically able to shut my my Excadrill down, and the turn that he switched the Incineroar into the Togekiss was the big turning point as well too. Because I mean, I did call it. I mean, it was a very, very predictable move, but I guess yeah, I should have just called it, shouldn't I? The downside of calling it was not that down, since Excadrill would have been Dynamax, Flare Blitz wouldn't have done a whole lot of damage. I should have doubled into the Rillaboom really there to take care of that. So yeah, nicely played by the opponent. Not so nicely played by me there, but oh well, it'll do. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please like it and share and whatever. And I will see you on Friday for the last episode this week. So thank you very much, and goodbye for now.